3 new faces, 2 invaders from a foreign land, great shot making, and a thrilling finish. It's a brand new episode of Prodigy Bowlers Tour. Next.
A horrifying sight as scary visitors from a faraway land arrive in Roswell with bad intentions to abscond with the coveted trophy pin. It's the invasion of the Trophy Snatchers.
Live on tape from Brunswick Zone Roswell in Roswell, Georgia, it's the Prodigy Bowlers Tour, a series of unofficial, informal, and impromptu after-league challenge matches conducted by some of the most active and engaged junior bowlers in our program in an effort to simulate tournament competition in an open play environment. The Prodigy Bowlers Tour's stated mission is to celebrate junior bowling while we elevate junior bowlers. This is Season 1, Episode 12. They came from the North. This week, 6 of our junior bowlers stayed to participate, and they were joined by 2 visitors from the North at Stars and Strikes in Cumming, Georgia, who'd seen the show on YouTube and wanted to try their hand at competing. So, let's meet the players who will be trying to get their name on the coveted trophy pin. We begin with the 6 kids from the Brunswick Zone Roswell program. They are, in no particular order, Logan, who's already put his name on the trophy pin 6 times. Charlie, looking for his 3rd win on Prodigy Bowlers Tour. Christian, who won 2 weeks ago and is looking for his 2nd win. Lamar, seeking his 1st win on the show. Nolan, who's already got his name on the trophy pin for being one of our 3 winners on the Bowlapalooza show in October, but is seeking his 1st solo win. And we have 3 players making their 1st ever appearance on Prodigy Bowlers Tour today. Nick is the 6th player from our program here at Brunswick Zone Roswell. Some of you noticed him practicing on the adjacent lane to the pair we were bowling on back on our Christmas show, and you requested that we get him on the show. Well, here he is.
I don't know. I did good in league. I haven't been here for 2 weeks, but I did good in league, so we'll see.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
And our 2 visitors from the North. We'll let them introduce themselves, starting with Andrew.
Are you any good?
No, I'm okay.
And Logan. Yes, friends, it's another Logan. We'll call him Logan M.
Why are you here?
Trying for the Prodigy Bowlers Tour.
Nice going.
So that's our field today. These 8 players will bowl 1 game, and the top 5 players will advance to Game 2. Then those 5 will bowl a 2nd game, and only the top 2 will advance to the championship match. So we'll be eliminating the bottom 3 in each of the first 2 matches. We're bowling on the house shot today. That's the Kegel recreation pattern Stone Street. Players should have no problem getting to the pocket. It'll come down to who can carry. So here we go with match number 1. We join the action as the players are beginning the 6th frame. And the first ball we see will come off the hand of Charlie, who has a brand new arsenal. Not only does it fit his hand, but he loves it. Here's Christian on the right. And Christian bowled his first ever 700 in league earlier in the day, so he's on fire today. And we get our first look on the left lane at Andrew, one of our visitors from Stars and Strikes Incoming. Big cranker. He nearly leaves a solid 9, but he slaps that out. And there's a turkey for Andrew. Here's Logan. And a trip 4 for Logan F, we're going to call him today. We may refer to him occasionally as Little Logan, because here's Big Logan, Logan M from Stars and Strikes. This guy can really zip it down there. Look at that. This should be interesting. And now you're going to get your first look at Nick. Nick's a little wild, but boy, does he put some hand on it. That one comes up high. He leaves a 10-pin. Here is Lamar, who is Mr. Straight Ball, but he is sometimes deadly accurate. And that one finds the zone we call high flush. Nick going at the 10-pin. And a good conversion. Christian up on the left lane. Oh my goodness. Well, you can't throw it any better. Stone 8. And here is Nolan. You've seen Nolan before on the show. And he gets the love tap on the 10. Nolan is pumped up today. Christian for his spare. Now remember, the top 5 will advance to match 2. So don't be in the bottom 3. Charlie throwing his new no rules. That one comes up high. He leaves the 3, 6, 9, 10. And here's Logan. Comes up a little light. Just tips out the 8 at the last minute. And he has the 2, 4. Charlie with a difficult spare here. The pros will tell you this is one of the most difficult spares they ever shoot. But he covers it with no problem. How about that? Good shot. Logan takes care of the 2, 4. And now Andrew up on the right. Mixes them up, and Andrew has a 4-bagger. We'll see Nick on the left lane next, I believe. Yep. Can usually bring it back from just about anywhere. That one comes up light. He leaves the 2. Here's Big Logan. Say goodnight, Pins. Wow, he can really throw it. That's a 4-bagger for Big Logan. He got off to a slow start, but he didn't get any warm-up, so he used those first 2 frames to get lined up. He has obviously found the line. Nick for the 2. Oh, look out. That was left all the way. Here's Lamar working on a double. That one fails to get up. He leaves the 1, 2, 9. We learned recently that Lamar also has a fit issue with his bowling ball, and so he is going to get that fixed. As we watch Nolan on the left lane. Oh my goodness, that 8-pin must be nailed down on that lane. Lamar going for the spare and gets it. And I know next week he's going to love having a ball that fits, as Nolan has no problem with the 8-pin. All right, we're getting down here to the end. Who are our bottom three? Christian and Lamar look like they're in trouble. He's going to have to get going here. Comes up light. He threw that one a little too hard and never had a chance to read. 7-pin. Here's Charlie. That's how you get that 7 out. You throw that mixer. Charlie throws it a little slower than Christian usually. Christian has a tendency sometimes to just throw it too hard, and the ball never reads the back end. It never gets into a strong roll at the end. And that's what happened on that ball. Here is Andrew. Cranks it up. That one comes up high, goes through the nose. He has the 3-6-10 as Christian grabs his spare ball for the 7. And that was a good decision. He's throwing it pretty good this game. Couple of errant shots in the 3rd and the 5th. Other than that, he's been right there. All right, there's a spare for Andrew, but his string of strikes comes to an end. And now Logan F. in the 8th. And he leaves the 7. Similar hit to the one Christian had, but Logan just didn't have quite enough on it there to drive out the 7. Here is somebody who will very rarely not have enough on it. Big Logan steamrolls the rack, and he's got a 5-bagger. All right, Logan measuring this one. Going for the 7, and he has it. Lamar up on the left, get up. All right, catches a piece of the head pin, leaves the 2-4-5. Makeable spare. Projecting forward, the players that appear to be safe at this point: Logan M., Charlie, Andrew, Nick slaps out the 10. That was a solid strike. Lamar going for his spare, and he covers the 2-4-5. Players that are in trouble right now appear to be Nolan, Lamar, Christian. Nick is kind of right on the cusp. Stuff City there as he motions to his muscles. Okay. Got to take care of those bowling muscles. Christian comes up just a pinch high. Another good ball, but just a fraction off. That's a 4-pin. Here's Charlie trying to double up. Are you kidding me? Wow. All right, Christian. Good spare there. That 7-pin still wiggling. Just kind of laughing at Charlie a little bit. All right. He takes care of that. right. Logan F. Little Logan. Little Logan with a big bowling ball, I tell you. He can really throw it. And just like the last one he threw, it just didn't quite make it back. Oh, that's how you trip out the 4-9 right there. Andrew strikes in the foundation ninth. I think Logan may want to rethink the ball he's using on his first ball. He needs something a little snappier on the back. Takes care of the 7-pin. Big Logan working on 5 in a row. Oh, well now. Big Tonk. All right, Nick needs to, he and Nolan look like they're going for the last spot. That one comes up high, leaves the 6-10. Logan M throws it hard at the 6-10, hoping one of them will bounce out, but he will open in the 9th. But I think he is safe to advance to the second game. Nick needs this spare. Oh no. Chop suey. Lamar crossing over, leaves the 5. Christian, Lamar, probably not going to advance. Nick and Nolan look to be the two that are battling for the final spot to move on. Comes up in that half pocket, just doesn't quite drive out the 10. Nolan could use a little more ball speed. Christian up in the 10th, crosses over, leaves the 6. And Nolan takes care of the 10-pin. That's big if he does find himself in a one-on-one with Nick for that last spot, which is how it's looking right now. Let's see, Christian can finish with 174 if he spares here and fills it up in the 11th. Okay, we have too many balls on the rack. I think each of these kids brought their entire arsenal and tried to put it all on the ball return. We have 8 players and we have 25 balls up here, something like that. So they're moving them around, distributing them to nearby racks, ball returns. There's nobody bowling on the adjacent pair for now, so they're putting some of the balls over there. Meanwhile, I should have brought a deck of cards and played a round of solitaire here. How many bowling balls do you need, really? A strike ball and a spare ball is about all you need. You may change your strike ball, but you don't need more than one on the rack. So, okay, Christian, let's see if that delay affects him at all. He needs this spare to have any chance at all, remote though it may be. He covers it.
Christian was just about ready to walk off. He didn't even realize it was the 10th frame. But it is, and let's see what he can do here. Possible 174. Well, that is a 6 count. Or is that a 7 count? I guess that's 7. In any case, it's 171, and I don't think it's going to be enough. Let's see. Charlie's got him beat. Andrew's got him beat. Logan M's got him beat. Logan F's got him beat. So Nick will need a mark to get past him. Nolan's probably going to beat him, so Christian's probably done. Ringing 10 for Logan F. But that ensures that he's moving on. Charlie up in the 10th. He's safe. Crunch berries. All right, so I'm not sure exactly. Did Logan take his spare ball and hide it? Apparently. Solid 9 for Charlie, so he'll be in the 220s. Logan covers the 10 pin. So he's going to be right around 200 or a little north of that with good count. Get too many balls here, it just becomes confusing. Charlie for the 9. Throws the no rules and has no problem. 226, good game. Ooh, through the nose, and a 5 count. That'll deny Logan a 200 game, but a 199 is more than enough to advance. Here's Andrew. Oh, he puts the big crank on that one. I thought that was long gone, but he brings it back for a strike. All right. Nick needs to make something happen here. He and Nolan appear to be battling for that last spot. And that one does not quite make it back. He breaks down the bucket and leaves the 5-8. Andrew with the big turn leaves the 4-8. Didn't quite make it back. All right, Nick, gotta have this. Gotta have this. Andrew to finish off a good game here. Sent that one a little too wide. It doesn't come back. He chops the 8 off the floor, but has a solid 221 game. So I guess he is pretty good. We'll talk a little bit about Andrew's game in this next match. Nick spills all 10 for a 181 as Big Logan blasts the pocket. It is going to be Christian and Lamar missing the cut. And either Nick or Nolan will get the last spot. One of them will not. Nolan needs a mark. Big Logan just going through the motions here. He's safely on to the next game. And with that 5-pin, a conversion will give him an even 200. And that's plenty. At least it's plenty this game. All right. All right, we need a couple of bowlers here. I'm not sure if these two are off saying their prayers or at the snack bar or if they've gone to see a guy. I don't know, but there's Nolan. And there's Lamar. I guess they were maybe, well, they may have been praying. I don't know. Lamar is a bit of a formality. He's not going to advance. Ball gets up a little bit, catches a piece of the head pin, but he leaves the 7. So the best he can do is 162. And as we have said on episodes past, Lamar's a pretty good little spare shooter. He throws it pretty straight, so it doesn't wander off on him. And I am anxious to see how he throws it when he has a ball that fits, which I suspect he will have in time for next week. All right, Nolan's been waiting. I guess he wanted the stage all to himself. He needs a mark here to advance to game 2. Nick is the man on the bubble right now. Lamar's out, Christian's out. Gotta have a spare or better. Ooh, that one goes through the nose. He avoids the split. But now he's got to make this. And he covers the 4-7. So now he needs just one pin. Got to keep the ball on the lane. And the first time we had Nolan on the show, he fouled once. So we don't need to see that here either. So just anything on the lane and behind the foul line. That'll do it. That will do it. And as I mentioned, Nolan is pumped up and he is moving on. So we have to say goodbye to Lamar, Christian, and Nick. Say goodbye to Lamar, Christian, and Nick. And we'll say hello to Charlie, Andrew, the 2 Logans, and Nolan. They're advancing to match 2 after this.
The power to hook. The power to hit. The AMF Angle, with the power of its unique urethane formula. Winter Pro Tour's #1 winner 3 years in a row. And now there are 3 angles. Black for average lanes. Gray for dry lanes. Gold to win on oily lanes. And for winning looks, Angle shirts, shoes, and bags. Hooking power, hitting power. The Angle strikes again.
Match 1 is in the books, and Charlie, Andrew, both Logans, and Nolan have earned the right to advance to match number 2. Nick, Christian, and Lamar will be reduced to mere observers. Nick and Christian both got cut up a bit by bad carry, and Lamar has shown amazing tenacity to bowl as well as he did with equipment that doesn't fit his hand. That's now being remedied, and we'll look for better things from him in future episodes. But now we move on to match 2, and we pick up the action as our top 5 players are set to begin the 4th frame. Remember, we'll eliminate the bottom 3 after this game, leaving us just 2 bowlers to face off in the championship match. And Charlie's going to get us started on the right lane, up in the 4th. Comes up just a little high, leaves a 4. Logan F. Changed balls this game. Still trying to figure out exactly what the line is with that ball. He leaves the 2-7. And there is a spare for Charlie in the 4th. Let's see what Logan can do with the 2-7. Well, that's the way you make it. Have the ball take out both of them. Here's Andrew. Big winder. Hooks high, leaves the 6-10. If Andrew would get that spine angle a little more upright, he's almost horizontal as he goes up there, he would hold his balance when he reaches the foul line. He's fallen off balance almost every time. He loses huge leverage as a result. All right, Nolan. Clean so far this game. He's going to need some strikes, I suspect. And that ball crosses over, leaves the 6. Here's big Logan. Oh my goodness. I know that was a Brooklyn, but how did that 10 stay up? Spare for Nolan. Logan M will go hard and straight at that 10 pin, and he covers it. Here's Charlie. High again, 4 pin. Let's see if little Logan has figured out the line with this different ball that he's throwing. I'd go with yes as the answer to that question. Charlie for the 4 pin. And he makes it easily. The other thing I see a lot with some young players, some young power players like Andrew, is they snap through it so hard at the bottom that a lot of times their head will jerk as they come through the release. It's hard to keep your eyes on the target if your head is moving. Oh. Well, he whiffs the 3-6-10. He had a double gutter in the 3rd frame before we joined up with them this game. So Andrew having some difficulty this game, as we see Nolan keep his string of spares going. Here's Logan M up on the left. And he shreds the rack on that one. Charlie up on the right. Ringing 10. Well, it's when you call it a highway patrol game.
10-4. Good, buddy. 10s and 4s all game. Well, I think Logan F. has found that snappier solution that he needed to combat the conditions on this pair of lanes. That's a double. Now Charlie with that urethane ball that fits his hand. He has a new arsenal that he picked up last Saturday after we had taped the previous episode. And now he's got new bowling balls that fit his hand. Hallelujah. Oh, Nolan's ball snaps through the nose. Here's Andrew. Crosses over, leaves the 5. Let's see what Nolan can do. He takes no time at this. Oh, but he doesn't need time. Let's take another look at that. The 3, 6, 7, 10. And he makes it perfectly. It's Andrew at the 5. Good shot. Charlie, just one strike this game so far, but he's thrown it beautifully. And that was a perfect strike. Splits the 8 and 9. He could use a little more of that. Oh, well, message delivered. Big strike for Logan M. Here's Andrew on the left. And that was left all right. The 1-3-5 will be his next challenge. Logan going for a turkey on the right lane. Comes up light. Breaks up the 2-4-5-8 bucket. Leaves just the 5-8. That'll be a whole lot easier. Good conversion for Andrew. That's a tricky spare, the 1-3-5. Although you shoot it just like a strike. And there is a cover of the 5-8 for Logan F. I'm sure he's not thrilled with me calling him Little Logan. Call him Roswell Logan, I guess. Boy, big Logan just slaps out that 10 like it's nothing. All right, Nolan, you're going to have to get busy here, buddy. These spares are nice, but you need some X's. And that ball crosses over. And Nolan, with that crooked elbow swing of his, doesn't generate quite the speed that we see some of these other players get. And I think if he would learn to just let the arm swing like a pendulum instead of muscling it with that bent elbow style, he would be able to generate more ball speed as he misses the 10 pin. It's especially critical when the lanes begin to transition and they start hooking more. Spare for Logan F. Charlie through the nose. Goodness. That's not what he was looking for. All right, Nolan. See how that ball, as soon as it finds the dry out there, it just flips over. And he either needs to move in or put a little more heat on it. More speed would help him hold the line. No problem with the 3-6-10 for Charlie. Here is the baby split. Nolan gets too much 3-pin. And he has back-to-back opens. And Nolan may be saying goodbye at the end of this game. Andrew rips the rack and gets a strike, but it's going to be too little too late for him. Andrew and Nolan appear to be on their way out. The question is, who will be the final two? There's a strike for Charlie. Logan M. can just about stamp his ticket to the championship match with a strike here. That gives him effectively 168 in the seventh, give or take. So he is well out ahead, and my goodness, he actually brought that one back. Are you kidding me? Wow. That one was clear to Norcross before it made a left turn. Strike for Andrew. All right, Logan F. needs to set up the 10th with a strike in the foundation 9th right here. But instead, he leaves a weak 10. That'll open the door for Charlie to slip past him in the 10th and get into the championship match. All right. Logan cannot afford an open here. Needs to cover this 10-pin. And he has it. Okay. All right, we seem to have some kind of a delay going. No, here are our players. Nolan, a possible 189 if he can go off the sheet. But that one doesn't get up, and he leaves the bucket. Big Logan going for a 5-bagger. But that one hooks high, and he leaves the 3-6-10. There's a spare for Nolan, so he stops the bleeding at least. But not a strike on the sheet for Nolan this game. And Big Logan sends the 3 around the 6. And he has an open frame in the 9th. Charlie needs a double here. Oh, man! He has really thrown it well this game and just not been rewarded. A couple of 4 pins. Okay, I'll give you that they were just a pinch high, but that ring and 10 that he left a while ago, and then another one right here. So that leaves the door open for Logan F. Charlie could have slipped past him if he could have caught a double in the 10th, but the best he can shoot now is 186. Logan will need just a mark to advance. Strike for Charlie. 186. Well, let's see if it'll hold up. Logan M already has 193. The best Andrew can shoot is 182. Logan needs a mark. That's the kind of mark you like. And a delayed 4-pin. So Andrew, although he can get to 182, all Logan needs now. Well, 182 is not going to get Andrew anywhere. Logan just needs a few pins here. And that's a few pins. So now we know who's going to be bowling in the championship match. As it's going to be Logan on Logan violence. A big finish for Logan F as we see Andrew send his fill ball into the gutter. It doesn't really matter. He is not moving on. Let's see how much big Logan can get here. You know he's going to want to send a message to his opponent. Wow. Ah, to be young and flexible. One more would put him in the 220s with good count. That's some pretty good bowling there, friends. If this guy can find the pocket, he's going to be dangerous. Through the nose, an 8 count. That'll be a 221. And that's some pretty good bowling. Nolan will go through the motions of finishing up. This is academic at this point. Through the nose, a 4-7. That's the spare he converted at the end of the first game to get into the second match. But it has considerably less meaning this time, as he is not going to be moving on. But he makes it anyway. Fill it up for 167. All right, it's going to be 163 instead. So it's the Logan Show coming up. Our championship match is next.
AMF Bowling is your ultimate entertainment destination. with bowling, arcade games, cafes, plus M9 laser skirmish at selected locations. There's something for everyone at an AMF bowling centre near you. AMF Bowling, let's roll.
Match 2 is now behind us. Charlie bowled a solid game, but just couldn't carry when he needed to most. And Nolan and Andrew made just a few too many mistakes to survive the match. So they are eliminated, and the field has been winnowed to the final 2 players. It's the Battle of the Network Logans.
You've been here before, but not against a foreigner.
Yeah. Should be pretty fun.
He's like twice your size.
It's like 3
It hardly seems like a fair fight. How old are you?
I'm 13.
How old are you?
15.
15. Okay. I think maybe they should build a wall around Stars and Stripes.
I think so too. That's what I mean, it's fun having more people here though.
You're the first foreigner to come and bowl with us and actually make the show, and here you are in the final match. Are you like even a little bit nervous?
No.
I don't think either of our Logans are nervous. Well, all right. You're 1 game away from being able to sign the coveted trophy pin, which Logan already has his name on like 6 times. Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, Big Logan had the higher game in that last match, so we gave him the option of starting lanes. He chose to start the match on the left. This is a 1-game heads-up match for all the marbles. Well, there aren't any marbles. You get some ink to sign the trophy pin with, but that's it. And Logan M shows us how it's done. This is a real David and Goliath sort of matchup, but don't let the size of Logan F fool you. He's got plenty of game to stay with Big Logan. And he brings that one back high flush. And the 2 start with strikes. That's what you'd expect. These 2 are the ones that bowled the best. I think that change of balls that little Logan made that last game may have done the trick. Looks like he has a shoe untied. It doesn't seem to bother him. And well, here's something you don't see every day in the middle of a bowling match. I wouldn't want to see him tripping on his way up to the foul line. All right, Logan F takes an early lead with that double. Look out. Trouble. A 4-6. He will just go for one and hope that something miraculous happens. Well, he gets neither one of them. So he loses count as a result of not even getting one, and so Logan F takes a 24-pin lead.
this were to go down to the last ball and be close, Logan M. might want to have that one back. Although I think he would like the first ball back more than the second. There's a strike in the third, so he's right back on it. And now I'm sure that Logan F. would love nothing more than to put another strike on top of the two he already has and get off to as big a lead as he possibly can. Oh! He trips out the 4-9. And there's a 34-pin lead. See if he can keep it going. Doesn't quite come up. Soft 10. I know in some weeks on our show we've seen some spotty spare shooting, but he's been really good with his spares today. And he makes short work of the 10-pin, so Logan M. has dug himself a bit of a hole early. But there's a lot of time left, and with a strike up, he can cut into that lead right here. Wow. He doesn't slap out that 10. He sends it packing. If he can put one more behind it, he can shave the lead down to 13. I know a lot of people love to bowl on sport shots, and certainly most of the tournaments these kids face are on sport shots. But there's a psychology to bowling when the scores are high, too. As Logan puts another strike up, catches a wall shot, and that turkey has shaved the lead from 33 down to just 13, and now he's right back in it. You get the scores really high, and there's a psychology involved, knowing that you've got to string them to stay in it. Logan F. sends it wide, brings it back, but ring 10. And that's what I'm talking about. Now, one more strike, and Logan M. is within 2. Things can change in a hurry when the scoring is high. All right, no time for mistakes here. Down goes the 10-pin. But spares are probably not going to win this game. Logan with that pre-shot routine where he gives it that practice swing. Boy, he's got a golden arm swing, I'll tell you. Love tap on the 10, and he needed that. But now here's what I'm talking about. Logan F. has 4 strikes in 6 frames, and Logan M., even though he has an open, if he throws 2 more strikes here, he can take the lead. You know, it's hard to conceive how somebody who throws that much ball, how they could ever leave a week 10. But that's exactly what he did. He'll go right at it. And he covers the 10. I know he wanted that one, though. Could have brought this game down to within a mark if he had struck there. Right back on it. Little Logan having some shoelace issues. Boy, I think that's the first time I've ever seen that in a bowling match on TV or video. He would love to get this one and extend that lead back out to 23. But it comes up just a little high. And there is a 4-pin. And he leaves the door open for Logan M. to catch him on his next turn. Spares the 4. And maintains his lead for the time being. But now with Big Logan having a strike working, no matter what Logan F does here, Big Logan can get up, throw a double, and take the lead. Oh, look out. My goodness gracious, that is a bad time for that. I guess there's never a good time to leave a wide open split, but he's got to convert this or he will hand the lead over to Logan M. I'm not sure if he was just going for count, but that's what he ends up with. An open frame in the 8th, and now Logan M takes the lead, sitting on the bench. And he can extend it to 11 pins if he can strike on this ball. But no, he comes up high and leaves the 4. And look at this. These two are going to be within a pin of one another going into the 9th and 10th frames. Well, that's what you want. Close match. It's always exciting to see. He takes care of that pesky 4. This is what you see in match play so often when you have two evenly matched players. It usually comes down to who can perform in the 9th and 10th frames. Just a little high again, another 4. And look at this, we have a tie match. But advantage Logan F, because he can get up and strike out and win. Another spare for Big Logan. Now the fate of this match is in little Logan's hands. He can throw 3 strikes right here in the 9th, 10th, and 11th and win. There's the first one. Boy, I tell you, if you can get up in the 9th and 10th and perform, you can be a good match play bowler. If you can handle the pressure. Logan to take the lead. There it is. He's moved out ahead. He needs one more to shut out Big Logan. A strike here and 1 pin, and he wins. Anything less than a strike here, Logan M. can get up and win. Week 10. The door is open for Big Logan to get up and throw 3 strikes in the 10th to win. We've seen him do it before. We had a team challenge match between Stars and Strikes in Cumming and our kids last year, and Big Logan got up and won the first game with a turkey in the 10th. He needs one right now. The situation is this. Logan M. must strike on the first ball and the second ball, and he needs 9 on the third ball for a tie, all 3 strikes in the 10th to win by 1. He must strike here. And he gets it. Well, he said at the beginning of the match that he had no nerves at all. He wasn't nervous about this game. I guarantee you his heart is beating right now. He's thinking about it. He must strike here or little Logan wins. It's a little high. 4 pin. And that's it. It is gonna be Logan F. with his 7th win on the Prodigy Bowlers Tour this year. What a great match. 213 to 204. We will see the ceremonial pin signing right after this. Well, there are no losers here. Both players bowled great. But little Logan F. from Brunswick Zone Roswell got the better of Big Logan from Stars and Strikes in Cumming in the championship match, 213 to 204. And look who's signing the coveted trophy pin for the 7th time. Way to go. Congratulations. That was an exciting match.
That was exciting. That's a good word.
Way to go.